Could you all hear the music? Could you all hear that toning? That uplifting frequency? Before we get started, I would just want to welcome you. Go ahead and take the time to tag your friends, whoever you want to bring in on this, the last night of our Sacred Souls soiree. I was guided to bring forth that recording, as this is something that may just come through for you in the 8-month program, the Emerald Compass Sacred Sisterhood. That was actually me toning, and we created an audio. And I wanted to try to share my screen, but for some reason, I don't know, it wouldn't let me share that actual piece because of the video that goes along with the audio. Three years ago, I didn't know I had that. I grew up never thinking I had a voice, even being ridiculed by my own music teacher in middle school. And before I go any further, let me just introduce myself and again introduce this is the 9th day of the Sacred Souls soiree, and I welcome all of you into this container of richness, of high frequency energy, this container of where more than me is present, where more than you are present, this container of high frequency beings that are coming forth to be with us, that are celebrating this happening that is going on, this gathering of of sacred souls. This gathering of sacred souls, and yes, I mean you. There is so much celebration going on galactically and cosmically into realms that maybe we don't even know that exist, but that do. One of my gifts is hearing, is sacred hearing, and I can hear the cosmic choirs of glee celebrating this sacred gathering of our human selves coming together to help us to discover more than who we are, who we think we are in this human suit, in this human body. I just want you to take it. So I'm asking you now, I invite you to come fully forth into this container. To allow your soul to say yes. To allow you to say yes to all that wants to transpire, knowing that this is grounds, working grounds. Allow the divineness, allow the grace. Thank you for that. Allow the grace. Allow the grace to come forth, to be with you as we gather tonight. Even though it's the last night of the Sacred Soul Soiree for this first time, doesn't mean it's the end of the gatherings. For those that said a bigger yes to yourself, to your spirit, and to your essence, we will be carrying this forth into the 8-month program, the Emerald Compass Sacred Sisterhood. And as we started this gathering tonight, this sacred gathering of hearing the tones that came through, I was sharing with you that I never knew that was inside of me. And it came about doing this inner work, doing the inner work that I've done on myself. And also it took me like listening and acting upon those whispers and those voices of, I know, of my entourage, of my spirit and my essence that said, Tammy, now this is for me, this is my own experience, is I required to get out of my corporate job. It'll be 3 years in July. 3 years since I launched this book. And I didn't do it, even though I had heard those voices and kind of wrestled with that for 2 years. It took me launching this book, The Second Start, Finding Joy in the New You, to actually allow that to be my springboard. So I'm asking you tonight, if there's a message that's coming through for you, whatever that may be for you as an individual, and if you're like hearing that and you've been wrestling with that, what is your springboard? What is it that you require to have as your part of your compass that will help to guide you into your yes? I'm not saying it's easy. I had to have a lot of help. And into finally, like, I didn't have a backup plan. I didn't know how I was going to be taken care of financially. My husband, so 2 years before this, maybe 2 or 3, he quit his job, a high 5-figure. I'll just say it. We gave up over $80,000 a year for Tim to quit his job, a job that was draining him, that his soul was dying. And we talked about it, and the yes for that. And this is where that mustard seed of faith, when we allow that to come through, when we allow that to have that seed within us, and to water it and to nourish it with, even though it's scary, even if we don't know, like, I know there's something. Okay, I'll just have this faith. I'm scared. Allow those feelings to come up. But when we do that, because women, somewhere, somehow, even though if we can't see it, we can't think it, we are taken care of. We are taken care of. The right people at the right time will come through and will it's a mystical magic. Sometimes there's no explanation. So let me ask, can you guys hear me okay? I should have asked that before I went into this. Okay, you heard the video, so I'm assuming you can hear me okay. Does any of this resonate with you? Does this resonate? Please type into the text chat. And above where you see this screen in the Facebook group, there is a link that says streamyard.com/Facebook. Click on that if you want me to see your comments over in the other area where I'm at. So does this resonate with you? That's one of the reasons I asked you to bring your stories with you tonight. The stories I've asked you to write, because there's a bigger you. A bigger you that wants to come through, that wants to be seen, wants to be felt, wants to be accepted, wants to be known. Thank you for that word. Wants you to know it, wants you to know that bigger you of you. Yes. Let's go to the text chat. Let's see who's chiming in. There's a very I'm trying to even find words. The energy is palpable, truly. Okay, so let me go to the text chat. Hi, Stacy, Carol. Yes, I can hear you, and yes, it does. Wow, all of a sudden I smelt popcorn. I'm not kidding. I smell popcorn, like somebody's popping popcorn. So I look behind me, like somebody's already enjoying the show. Wow. Okay, so there's 11 comments. Let me go back up through the. Yes and yes, Stacy says. So I was like sharing when I said yes to quitting my job, these tones started to come through me. And when I allowed myself to actually allow them to come forth and through, I didn't even know that was possible. Didn't even know that. And I'm excited for all of you that are going to be joining me in this 8-month program, the Emerald Compass Sacred Sisterhood. I like these magical things that happen like this. They're possible. They're possible. Okay, just so take a deep breath. Let me go ahead and I'm going to pop up back over into. I am going to pop back and forth just so we can make sure we're catching all the people that are here with us tonight. Celebrate each other. So why don't you go ahead and share where you're from as more people are joining us, so we get to know each other. Because even though, oh yeah, oh, I need a drink. Just a second. So take a drink if you need one. Helps that energy to facilitate and move through us, move with us. We're going to give away more prizes tonight. Yay. Oh. So let me just ask before we go into that, do you have any questions coming up? Stacy's from Utah, Carolyn's from Canada, Ottawa, Canada. Carol is from Minnesota. Do both you ladies still have? And Diana is from Kansas, right here, not too far away from me. Do any of you ladies still have snow going on? Curious. What's your weather like? It has been so cold here. Like I have my little furnace that's like a little fireplace. It's May 12th, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm turning this thing on. But there was snow just what? Okay, so like an hour, maybe an hour west of us, they were having snow yesterday. It was icing here. So, okay. So when the unexpected comes, that's another good. Yeah. Like that's unexpected. How do you deal with it? Are you allowing yourself to be with it? And you know what? Like, yeah, I get to do my fireplace one more time. And yeah, okay, I already have some plants planted, but you know what? If I need to bring them inside, I'll just bring them inside. Instead of some people just going off the other path. Ooh. Chicka-ching, 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 ching-ching. Okay. So, hi, Deb. Thank you for joining. Girl, I know about technical issues. I've been having them off and on. I cannot go live with Facebook. I do not know why I cannot go live. Like it says, upgrade my Chrome. There's no upgrade that needs to be done. So, okay. I'm just thinking, do we do prizes first? Do we do stories first? You're having fire, Stacy? Wow. Very cold and windy. Yeah, we had a 66 degrees here. Okay. I can't take it anymore. Doggone it. The one thing we're told is don't wipe your nose on a video. Like, I can't help it. It's going to drip. Oh, okay. I'm just being me with you girls. I'm just being me. Okay, we'll do prizes later. Let's go into our story. The story I asked you to bring forth. If you can, pull it up, have it in front of you. So I tried to go off camera as much as I could to get my nose wiped. I don't know if there's cool air in the cool air or what, but oh well, let's move on. How many of you wrote your stories? And do you have them in front of you? Just give me a yes if you have them in front of you. The glow is happening. The glow is happening. I can feel this glow coming through all of you in our container. Okay, so I'm going to read one of the stories that was sent to me. This is one of the most powerful things this was years ago. One of my mentors at that time had me write this story. It catapulted me in ways I didn't even know that was possible. Oh my gosh, is my video frozen? Okay. Okay, well, I guess not now. Okay. So let me read the one that, it's hard to choose. I'm going to go ahead and read this one. Okay. My role model. I went to a retreat a few years ago. I'm going to say it how I wanted it to be written, I guess, in a better way of saying. So I'm going to paraphrase it. My role model. One time a few years ago, my sister and I went to Canada for a retreat. It was a spiritual retreat. The first place we went as a group, as other women gathered, was a pizza bar. We met a lot of the other women there on this trip. There was one woman that stood out. She had this amazing laugh that you could not miss. As the conversations went on throughout the night, we got to know each other. I thought, wow, this lady lives her truth. She lives her true self. And she has such a confidence about herself. We've had a lot of different experiences throughout our time as we were there. And as we left Canada, I thought, I want to be like her someday. That lady lives her true self. How does she do that? How does she be so confident? She walks with confidence. I bet if you looked in the dictionary, her name would be right next to confidence. Can I be more like that? Can I be that confident? She is so amazing. How does she do that? Nobody skips over her. Nobody ignores her. This woman is not afraid to be herself. How does a person not? Okay. This woman is not afraid to be herself. How does she do that? Okay. Just paraphrasing a little bit here. So now, okay, I'm just going to look and double check and make sure nobody has questions. Okay. Okay, we're good. So I want you to take your stories and wherever she or her was, I want you to turn around and say, I, me. So one time a few years ago, my sister and I went to Canada to a retreat. I found myself as my own role model. The first place we went was, as a group, was a pizza bar. We meet a lot of other people there. I really stood out in the crowd. I have this amazing laugh. So Stacy, this is your story. This is how you turn this around. I have this amazing laugh that no one could miss. And as the conversation went on, that conversation I had with these other women, and one in particular, as we got to know each other, I thought, wow, I am an amazing lady. And I live my true self. I felt my confidence about myself as I was having this conversation with this woman. Even though we had a lot of different experiences throughout our time there at the retreat, as we left, I realized I have found myself. Like, wow, other women wanted to be like me. Like, I was my own role model. I found the role model within me. I'm living my true self. And I have a confidence about myself. I didn't even really knew I had that. I am starting to live my true self even more and more. And I start to do things with more and more confidence, more often, and I feel more amazing as I live in my true self. I no longer feel ignored. I no longer feel like I'm forgotten. I no longer feel like people skip over me because I no longer skip over myself, my wants, my needs, my aspirations. Yes, this is true. I am this confident, powerful woman. Yes, this is true. I am this confident and powerful woman. Wow. It no longer matters what other people think of me because I am a lady, not afraid to be myself. I am a lady, no longer afraid to be myself. I am a lady, no longer afraid to be myself. Hmm. Wow. I am a lady, no longer afraid to be myself. Mm-hmm. Yes, Carol. As you put I and me in those words. So this is what I ask of you women right now. Okay, I want you to take a deep breath with that. I want you to sink into your heart, and I want you to actually allow that energy of you to permeate into your beingness. Mm. Let it go. Let it deeper immersion. Take another deep breath. With that, take that energy, deeper immersion, fuller infusion, and see it go into your bloodstream. This powerfulness, this beingness, this I and me, this I isness, this isness of you, of you. Allow that, allow that, allow that. Allow it, Sina. Allow those tears. Allow those tears to come forth. Okay, let me see if I can find hers. Trying to think of where Sina sent me hers. Maybe a text message. While she's crying, I feel like it's meant to be that it's. I think she sent it to me. Okay, I think she sent it to me in an email. Let me go over there. Keep breathing deep. Allow that energy to permeate your being. Hmm. Okay, I think I found it. Oh, no, that's not it. Ah, that's 2018. Okay, Sina, I was going to read yours out loud. If you agree to that, if you can send it to me, Messenger. You did send it to me in Messenger. That's interesting. I didn't see it in Messenger. Let me go look again. It's a questionnaire. So reread your stories to yourself with the I and the me. There she is. Okay. I just got to open it bigger. Reread your stories as I'm finding Sina's. I feel like it's there's something. I want you to keep allowing that emotion to come forth. And anybody else that has emotion, allow it to come forth and share it. Share with us what's being facilitated through you. There it is. Thank you. Okay. Sina, do I have your permission to read this out loud? Guess I should ask that before I started looking for it. I'm just waiting for her yes, her permission. Yes, okay. Because she did, since she sent it to me in Messenger, wasn't even thinking that I should have asked her for her permission to do that. Okay. Let me bring this up. Thank you for. So I'm going to read it with the I and the me in there. So everybody take a deep breath. Just be in your heart space. Allow all this energy to permeate your being. If you have a yes within your heart, yes, 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 yes. I am a woman who I admire. I have the help of my ancestors. I have the help of the divine universe. I have this unquenching courage, curiousness, curiosity. Okay, that word came through too. Passion and desire. I've lit candles in my own honor as I listen to the soundtrack Memoirs of a Geisha. I sit in the energy of nostalgia. I remember a young girl, merely a speck on the universe. I am full of dreams, ideas, and aspirations. And it does not matter the trials of life. My posture no longer caved in. I stand true and tall within my own knowing. My shoulders are no longer rounded. My physical appearance is bright. And regal. I have the reflection not only of who I am, but who all I am becoming. My burdens just fall away. I am like a ethereal unicorn, a mythical proportions. I am someone that others admire. There's grace all around me. I walk in grace. I live in grace. Grace oozes through me to others. I am a presence that when I walk into a room, my presence actually enters before I walk into the room. People feel my essence, and just being in the presence of my essence helps to transmute those things about them that no longer support them. Just by my essence, they can feel a shift and a change. They might not even know what that is, but they feel it. They sense it. They enjoy it. They're in awe. I'm like a spiritual angel in physical form, and I accept all of that of who I am. I care for those I know, and even those I do not know. I breathe in life, and I exhale life. I am the colors of the rainbow with 20 shades in between. My voice carries a vibration that lifts others up. It even can help the hairs on the back of their neck, on the back of their hands, on their arms to come alive. Doesn't matter what I say, I feel. My tone caresses all the aches out of others. For words, yeah, they can be powerful, but the tone has even more of a mystical magic about it. Like a alchemy. My tones are full of alchemy. Because with me, I am the brightest light. My essence shines through me. Others may weep just to hear the whisper of my tone. My voice of kindness and encouragement and safety, if that's what they need. For that is how, one of the ways I make others feel all the time, no matter what, because I take care of this inner compass within me as much and as deep as possible can be. I am like the vibration of a cello that sings out to a violin. I hear you. I cradle you. I encourage you to be the best you can. I encourage all to be the best they can. Through the centuries, through the millennia of all the cello makers, the masters of wood and string, I have carried you. I have helped you to go up and up like high notes in a sonnet. Together we carry faster and faster like a winding babbly brook to our next adventure, whispering all the while, I got this. I am a multi-dimensional being who can conquer rock and stone by rubbing it smooth like a piece of sandpaper on a piece of iron. I am the flicker of a candle, bright, luminous, different colors of red and orange. Oh, and yellow too. I no longer ache for oxygen, creating the hot wax that symbolizes my trail of the past, opening up the path to the future. The lessons, the journeys, the adventures, and yes, even the climatic cliffs that drop out of the no longer darkening abyss. I will burn. I am bright. I am like the transformational flames that I've learned about and still learning about. I light the way. I am a beacon. I am a beacon. I am a beacon. I have hands that are strong and true. I know grace. I know grace, and she walks with me. I no longer hold tight. I know those hands, from the child to the mama to the elder. Together, we go into the spiritual journey of the great unknown called life. This life and the next and the ones that came before us. The rivers of energy pulsating like a heartbeat through my own. As I massage the loved ones, the strangers, those with pain, and those needing comfort, I move all of that pain out of them with my song, a whimsical yes, honest and true, as it carries me on my journey. And with the currents in the sky going up and up, moving all around, I am entranced, I am intrigued, I am mystified and curious, not wanting my song to end. Growing, expressing my song throughout eternity as I carry the beat of my own drum. I carry the beat of my own drum. Whew, I carry the beat of my own drum. Yes. You, all of you, are this powerful. Change the her, the she, to I, and the me. Rewrite your story. Rewrite it. Will you agree to rewrite it, putting you as that in your story? Will you even expand on it? Those of you that can do that. Will you commit to that? Allow those goosebumps, Stacy. Allow them to inform you of this greatness of who you are. Rewrite your story. Pen to paper, pencil to paper, whatever it is. It is the most powerful, powerful exercise. One of the most powerful I've ever done. Will you say yes to rewriting your story? Please let me know. If it doesn't feel like a full yes, allow that too. Allow that. But also tell me if it's not a full yes. Let's find out why. But I have a feeling it's a full yes to all of you ladies. Yes, I will. Awesome. Stacy says yes. Carol says yes. Who else is on here with us? I can't see who's all still here. Deb Matthews, are you a yes for rewriting your story, putting I and me wherever it... Yes. 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 And encourage others to do this too. So here's the next step. Under this video, once you have rewritten it, will you post it in the Facebook group so other women, like, preface it, but this way other women... Yes, Deb. Yes, Diana. Preface it with, okay, this was homework. Preface it with how powerful it was for you. Preface it with what breakthroughs you had of rewriting your story. To share that energy. To share that energy in the Ignite Your Joyful Heart group, to help ignite other women's hearts into knowing themselves better, or at least to be curious. But post it under this video so we can keep them all together. Yes. And we're going to take this more into the Emerald Compass Sacred Sisterhood, into this 8-month program. And we're going to expand upon this. And we're going to dive deep into where we could have some blockages and what those could be. And sometimes they come from ancestry. Sometimes they come from our lineage. I can already feel that. Some of the grandmothers are coming forth and say, wow, they're celebrating you girls, because they can feel their own blocks of where they were. Because this work we're doing, it's it's not just for us. It travels back in time to all those lineages, to all that the ancestors of who we came from. Wow, back to before time was time. Wow, thank you for that. Beyond what we even know or can even. Yes, and it helps to facilitate this new knowing within us, and it travels forth with our children, and it goes and it restructures cellular structure within the human suit. Thank you for that. Okay. So let us post this under, if you're willing to do, at least rewrite it. If nothing else, you rewrite it. This is a commitment to you, to your soul, to your spirit, to your essence. How many of you can already feel more of your essence coming through? Can you feel that? Wow, there's like this glow is coming. Like, if you can, like, just like expanding who you are, like coming through you. Great change. Deb, I would be curious, Deb, if you have a change that ends up being with the Sasquatch, if there's even more of, I don't know, all of the, oh, wow. But even if you have more change or more connection or more, because I can feel them, even in, like, they're so, like, yes, 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 yes. Okay, let me see your story. Let me see. Let's see, you posted it. Let me see if I can go find your story, Deb. Deb Matthews. If you know exactly where it is, Deb, if you could tag me in it, I'm going to go look for it. Not sure how I'll rewrite. Let's see, creating a state of change. What means? Are you Deb's sacred story? Okay. Okay, this is your sacred story. Is this the story? But this is not. Is this okay? The story you wrote with the blue, your sacred story. That was your sacred story. That wasn't the story about who you aspire to be. Is that correct, Deb? Am I looking at the wrong one? Yeah. Can you post it? Do you mind? Is that okay? Is that okay? If you just want to post it real quick and then I can go get it. Had reading today with someone who connects to them. I have a portal on my property. I do portal work also. Yes, if you'll post it. Oh, I don't know why my nose is really, it's like a drip or something. Want me to post? Had, no, it's connection in the reading I had. Show. No, it's, oh, ooh, I don't know how to take that off. Whoops, sorry about that. Now that's going to be on there. Oh, hide. Can I hide it? Oh, I can. Okay, well, I learned that one. Okay, so okay, Deb, let me know when you posted it. I would just refresh my page. So this way I can help you. Okay, I need to take you off out of there. Thank you for hanging out a little bit later. Right. I wanted to keep this within an hour, but I really feel like there is something that is so powerful and really wanting this right now, women. So let me know when you posted it, Deb. Just post it in the Facebook group. So, and keep filling into this. You can post it right here underneath this video that we're watching, that you girls are watching, this live, or just as a regular comment. Oh, I got it. Oh, if you post it under this video, oh, I'm going to have to accept that, aren't I? Okay, just let's see. Just let me know when you post it. It doesn't matter where. Just either in your own comment or underneath this video. Okay, that's why. Now let me refresh. There we go. So Deb, I see the one in blue. Is that the one that you are talking about? Because I don't think that's it. That was your sacred story of I'm talking about the story of I'm trying to do it on my computer, but it's not letting me. Okay, well, if you want, okay. How do I do that? Okay, I can accept it. Thank you, Carol. I'm trying to do it on my computer, but it's not letting me. I send it to you in Messenger. Okay, let me go to my Messenger. Let's see, Messenger's right there. Deb's in a photo. Okay. Okay, this is the one I was wondering. Let me see if I can, it's really, okay. Okay. Okay, so it is the blue one. Okay, so let me see how I can figure this out. I've had a fascination connection. So this talks about your reading. Okay, let me ask you something, Deb. Because this talks more about your reading. Because there was two exercises. One of them was your sacred story, like tell a story that lifts you up, to write that. The other one was write a story of someone you aspire to be, like someone that you, like some people aspire to be like their mother. Do you have like a vision of somebody like, oh wow, for instance, this lady that talks to the Sasquatch, oh my gosh, she talks to the Sasquatch. She can, this woman can connect and communicate with the Sasquatch. This woman, like that, like you're telling, like somebody you, and I'm not saying you aspire to be like her, but I'm just using this as an example. Okay, so it's okay, so let me go back. So instead of, like, for instance, saying, as an example, this woman I know how to connect and hear the Sasquatch. I no longer need to have another source to help me to do that. I now am in full communication with the Sasquatch. We talk, we listen to each other, we gather together to tell our stories. Do you understand how do you understand what I'm meaning about taking your story and shifting it around to where it's from a her or a she perspective to an I and a me perspective, to where you feel even more of your let me do this. Okay. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? A little bit more clarity? Because you could say, okay, so if you use this as you're reading as a story, as your like, I now feel their presence. I now feel her presence. I have seen my gifts that she leaves for me. I have seen the whitish hair. Like, if we were going to use this, like, turn it to where it's I and me. I am now, I am finding where Eclia, that's how I have found where Eclia lives. I have, and where she has settled. And I know that this is truly where my home is. Does that make a little? Oh, you never inspired to be anybody else. Oh, really? Well, okay then. But that little bit, okay, perfect. Great for you. I applaud you. There's not very many women, young girls that I have ever known that have never aspired to be anybody else but themselves. Serious, lady. I am impressed. But the little bit that I just shared, do you understand what I meant though? Okay, good. Okay, so how's everybody doing on that? How's everybody doing with that story of you, this greater version of you that you really are within? How y'all feeling right now? Allowing that to be in your heart and your essence. Hmm. Whew. So, cleansing. Cena says cleansing. Deb said sorry. What are you sorry for, girl? There's no reason to be sorry. Like, wow. There's not very, that's rare. That's a rare trait, darling. That's a rare trait. I commend you for that. Okay, Stacy says empowering. Cena says cleansing. What did Carol say? Carol said, let me scroll back up. She does cleansing. So Deb and Diana, sorry, Carolyn and Diana, how are you feeling right now? Knowing to take your story, shift it around. That's awesome, Deb. I am too. I am too. And that would have been, yeah. But that's also why I do the work I do and help other women, because I've not always been like that in my lifetime. I didn't know I could be like that. Carol's just taking it all in. Ooh, feeling that. Diana, are you still with us, darling? I hope so, because you're about to win something. Yum, yum. Okay. Well, I wanted to share, because this is the last night, the winners of the one-on-one. Yeah, Diana says that she's did this a few years ago with me. This time I feel I have really expanded. Carolyn says I will do that and post it. Thank you, Carolyn. So, thank you for being with me, for saying yes to you, and to being a part of Sacred Soul Soiree. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Anticipation, right? Oh. Well, a couple of you that are on here have actually won a one-on-one with me, and that would be Deb Matthews and Diana Funnett-Still. The other ladies that have won are Carrie Hansen and Jan Ash. Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations. I want you to reach out to me, private Facebook message. The ones that are not on tonight, I will reach out to them. And the ones that have signed up for the Emerald the Emerald Compass Sacred Sisterhood, we're going to have some one-on-one time. So don't fret. Sina just actually, she's in the group and in the Sacred Sisterhood, and she went full in right away. Congratulations, Sina, to earning that VIP day. Yes. If you, and let me just say this, if you desire, if you choose to have a one-on-one, I do a lot of multidimensional work. I work with ancestors. I do a lot of womb work. Yes, Deb. What? Those that are not on here, I had my husband, like I wrote down a list and I had him earlier. I'm like, okay, Tim, choose a number 1 through, and he's like, why? I'm like, oh, just do it for me. Just do it. Okay, I wrote it down. Well, what is it? Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm like, yes, you got to tell me. Oh, so all of those, all of you that desire to carry this on, just let's talk. Let's talk and see if even, well, and let's just see if the Emerald Compass Sacred Sisterhood is a right fit for you. And it's okay if it's not. But let's just talk about it. Let's have that discussion. I love you. I love you. I love you. I am honored. I am honored. I am honored by your presence with me and with all of us in this sacred soul soiree container. Remember, if you want to listen to the replays, they're being taken down at midnight tonight, Central Time. The workbooks are going to come out of the group too. So if you have not downloaded them, you want to make sure you go do that. Let's keep this conversation going over in our Ignite Your Joyful Heart Facebook group. Okay? I'm looking forward to seeing your new stories posted under this video. Good night, ladies. Until next time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.